Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Jack Morgan, RLP. Car payments are just ridiculous. Car Payment Epidemic Part 8. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow. It's chow time.
All right, boys. Buckle up, baby. We got some more of these car payments. I love it. The saga continues. God, if you're new here, get on in here, brother. All right, we're going to have some fun. All right, let's not have too much fun. Just the right amount of fun, okay? God, this is going to be great.
So my whole entire life, I always bought cars that were salvage, right? And I never had a car payment ever. Except for this year, I got in a car accident. I was like, oh, let me go get a new car. So I decided to get the Lexus IS 350F Sport. And I was like, yeah, I could pay for it. Why not? Lo and motherfucking behold, the
Is she driving right now while doing this and losing one eye? Women are crazy.
payments are $800 and something. So I just rounded up and I pay $900 a month. Not only do I pay $900 a month, but my insurance used to be $360. Until I hit up State Farm and I was like, hey man, it's a little high, you know what I'm saying? Luckily we did a little family package and I'm only paying $240 for insurance.
A month?
So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a nice car, make sure you can afford it. And trust me, you're gonna miss driving around in that 1996 Camry because I sure as hell do.
Yeah,
Loser. God.
Ooh, we
that's
got a new
rich. Picture me
camera.
rolling. Good God. No, that's awesome. All right, so this guy goes, the comment says, finally paid off my car 2 years ago, and the maintenance cost after was way less than the payments. I have an extra $6,000 a year for repairs. Wow.
it's pretty amazing to me that people still make this argument today that it is cheaper to buy a new car. Which, by the way, the average new car payment right now is approaching, I think it's well over $700 a month now. $700 a month. That is insane. You know, so on average, it does not cost me, say, $7,000 a year to make repairs on a reliable used vehicle to keep that car on the road. But it's amazing to me how many people who live paycheck to paycheck that I've coached over the years, and I used to make the same mistake too, that fall for this, I need a reliable vehicle, I need something with security, I need a warranty.
Dude's got an excellent point. Don't believe him. If you're new here, I'd like to read some of your comments from previous videos. Keep it fun, keep it light, keep it loose. This one was especially fun. This guy goes, you know for a fact you can't buy a good used car for $10K right now. LOL. Laughing face. You should do a video on used car prices and get caught up with reality. Oh yeah? Should I? Okay. Well, we're going on a little field trip.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're at this local dealer called Keys Motors Auto Sales right in West Palm Beach off Okeechobee and Military area. And I just went to do a little cruising to see what this guy was talking about. So I talked to one of the car salesmen here, and I said, hey, can you point me in the direction of any car 10 grand or less? He said, no problem. And so he pointed them out to me, and we're going to show you some. And it's not this Mercedes. It is
a Benz.
Not this car, not this Honda that looks like it should be. Boom, bingo. We got one, $9 grand for a Nissan.
Looks
the
like an
classic,
Altima.
a 2011. You gotta love it. Interior, standard. It's a regular car that most people can afford. Now, we got another one over here. He said he could do for around 11 grand. Close enough. It's a 2021.
Oh,
Okay.
2021.
Out of all these cars on the lot, there's only 3 that were 10 grand or less. So far, this comment is pretty accurate. And here you go. The Benz. Picture me rolling in my 500 Benz. I got no love for these. There ain't need to be friends. Which is like the standard. Like a Benz isn't even special anymore. Everybody's got one.
Yeah.
And he said he could do this one for about 10 grand. And I highly recommend not buying that. Unless you make 10 grand a month. Because
Buy a Honda. That will last you. All of my family has had Hondas for a very long time, and Acuras. We've had them for $200K plus, and my family usually buys it somewhat new, just because my family's a little bit more well off, and that's just how my family does it. Don't pay attention to them. I don't really buy new cars
because maintenance is going to be a bitch. And chances are you don't know how to fix a car. So I went to another lot here, All Approved Auto Works over in Lake Worth, Florida.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, I was pretty shocked at some of these prices. $6 grand for this piece of shit. And we got $3 grand for this thing. $6 grand, I don't know about that paint job. We got a Kia Soul. And this one actually didn't look too bad, actually. 5 stacks. Headlights could use a little work.
Yeah.
But, you know, this one,
$8
$8,000 for this. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. So far, that dude's comment,
Pretty
the
accurate.
good part, I don't know, but I am willing to bet that a lot of these cars will last some time. Yeah, you're gonna need a little maintenance. Look at this one, 7 racks for this for this beauty. You almost gotta admire it. Now, do I think it's a little overpriced? Absolutely. And I actually did buy a car from this lot about 15 years ago, and I spent 4 stacks on a what was it? A Grand Marquis, 1996. But this was the nicest car on the lot. It actually didn't look too bad. Pretty chill, dude. 9 stacks, Ford F-150, built Ford tough. You gotta love it. I actually thought of a stupid joke with the F-150s. It would be like, is it Ford Fuck Month? It's like F-150. You could fuck 150 chicks in this thing. I don't know. It's kind of dumb. But this
Jack.
one right here was probably the best on the lot. This like Ford Escape or whatever the hell it's called. But I could tell you,
I can't
I drive a
believe
Ford.
that's $9,000. Man, used cars have gone crazily up since I bought cars, but I probably wouldn't pay $9,000 for that.
and they run, baby. But that was the nicest one, 9 stacks. I know you're not stunting, you know what I mean? Picture me rolling or nothing like that. But it is possible to find a car that's decent for under 10 stacks. True. Just saying. Okay. So to be fair about that guy's comment about you can't find a reliable car for under 10 grand, what we just witnessed there was a bunch of pieces of shit. A bunch of overpriced pieces of crap. Let's be real. But you can still buy a car for under $10,000. How reliable that's going to be, I'm not sure. But the option is there. But to be fair, they were pretty shitty. Definitely overpriced. All right, back to the studio. Well, that was a fun little field trip. Anyways, let's keep this party moving. All right, so we got Custom Tits McGee over here. Let's see what she's got to say. This one's classic. This is like everybody wants to ride luxury. I totally get it.
Having a luxury vehicle is nice until you have to do luxury vehicle maintenance. I just picked up my G-Wagon from the dealership and had my 1-year service done, which is like oil change, filters,
You only get a freaking oil change once a year on a G-Wagon?
all of that kind of stuff. $2,100 just for that. And then on top of that, I do drive like a dumb bitch, and I almost loaded up in the back of somebody else's vehicle, and I had to lock it up, and I like kind of skid. So I needed like brakes and brake pads because I drive like a dumb bitch.
I don't know if you guys heard or not, but she drives like a dumb bitch. I go, hey, those tits custom? Probably.
That was an additional $3,200. So now we're up to $5,400 for brakes, brake pads, and basically an oil change. I'm thinking that's probably a little on the high side. Am I right?
She goes, I think it's a little high. No? The truth is most of us cannot afford a luxury car, even if we think we can. Okay? Even me. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying I'm stupid. Anyways, we got some more comments here. These are good. This guy goes, I just bought another car for $1,000 cash. Now, if my car breaks, I have 3 backups. Wow, that's funny. That reminds me of the time I was in L.A., and I parked in the spot, and I popped my trunk, and I grabbed a skateboard out the back, and this homeless guy was standing right there, and he goes, damn. He goes, you rolling, baby. He goes, a car and a skateboard? He goes, shit, you got it made, son. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I do. Anyways, I go, watch this kickflip. He goes, to me, owning a car isn't about luxury. It's about getting where I need to go. And for me, that works. The grocery store, home. Anyways, he goes, people look at me like I'm crazy because I drive the worst looking piece of shit truck everywhere. And I love it. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I drove a piece of absolute piece of garbage up until about 25 years old. And I remember I pulled up to work one time, and at my job I was bartending, so I made more than like all the servers and everybody. And I remember this guy comes in, he had no idea it was my car, and he was like, God, you see that red piece of shit out in the parking lot? What a joke. And I go, guilty. I go, that's me. But little did he know, I was chilling, like 30 G's, chilling in a bank account, 25-year-old, kicking it. You know what I mean? So it's just funny because you could see somebody in a nice car, but they ain't got no motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? They spent it all on the car. Anyways, this guy regrets getting his car loan. Classic.
Regret getting a car note, and it's not even because I might not have the money to pay my payment or something like that. I really just regret getting one because it's just very inconvenient and it be in the way. Like, it's just really an unnecessary bill, and it really showed me that when you get a car note, it's because you want something nice and you can't afford it, and you know, leasing and credit and stuff like that, it makes a way so you can get things that you want that you can't afford. But
True.
it's like I'm like,
Yo, dude was like, but I get it, man. Because I've had a car payment years ago, and it was only $280, and I thought that was expensive. So I wanted the BMW. Look at
My last car payment, the car I'm driving now, was my mom's car. I bought it for her. She chose whatever car she wanted. May she rest in peace. She didn't choose a cheap car. I told her she can get what she wanted. So she picked an Acura RDX, and at the time it was like 40 grand. And we put 10 grand down on it, and the payment's about 550. And I took care of the insurance for her when she was still alive. Man, that was like $600, almost $700 payments every month towards that car and her insurance. This shit ain't cheap. That's a lot of money. I pay $700 rent now. That was almost my rent right there. And I have been, payment free for over a year now. Love it. My insurance is only like $110 a month. I'm good.
me go, Mom. Fucking idiot on my end. But he's got dude had an excellent point. It really does just get in the way. But to be fair, you get a lot of people. I do a live stream every Sunday night where I just let random people, you guys just jump on and just let strangers on the
I've been
live
on the
stream.
show.
But I had a guy bring up the fact that, like, if you own a business, let's say you have a lease, like a lease car or a car that weighs over 6,000 pounds, you could write that off as a part of your business. But most people don't have that.
Agreed.
Just saying.
Agreed.
Anyways, this one's rich. This lady got pissed because she wouldn't be approved for a no down payment. This is awesome.
Said that you denying me my own credit, right? Right? I'm denying, right? I can't get no car, right? Because I refuse to put a down payment down, right?
Look at the guy's face. He's like, this bitch here.
Right?
Man, it's time for you to leave. People keep asking me, Mike, is it true that you don't have to put down a down payment at a car dealership? Is it illegal, Mike?
This is where the world has got. This is how far gone we are. This is how out of our skulls. Lady's getting mad because she can't afford a car.
Right?
It's beautiful. I love it. It's a small world after all. God. Well, anyways, I just thought about it, and I didn't really do too much looking for these cars under $10,000. So this is the car that I drive. Okay, let's do a little homework here. I drive a 2017 Ford Fusion. I've ran it all the way to 220,000 miles. All reliable. This car is awesome. Okay, I'm talking hardly no issues, hardly ever. Had it 7 years, 220,000 miles. But right here, here's a 2017. 11 stacks, 105,000 miles. Yeah, a little overpriced. That's about right. This one's got 32,000 miles, 11 Gs. But right here, 2016,
Oh, that's not
82,000 miles, $7,000. Anybody?
It's not bad.
Guys? Yeah, does it have leather seats and a sunroof? Probably not. But it does get decent gas mileage, believe it or not. Oh, look at this. Another one.
Ooh,
$6,000.
a little high on the miles.
Holy shit. Yeah. Hold on, no, let's keep going. Let's find some more.
Oh,
10
that's
grand.
a good one.
Wow, 11. Another 10 grand. Wow, 91,000 miles. And that's a newer car, newer than mine. So it looks like homie in the beginning who wanted me to get to reality. I appreciate that comment because you proved that I am right. You can find these cars. Are they going to be fully loaded with leather? Does it come with leather interior? No. Nice sunroof? No. A couple of bad bitches in the back seat?
Hell no.
Probably not. But it's out there. All right, so this one's from a YouTube channel called Cars Questions Answered. And this is talking about like the high mileage. You hear people go 100,000 miles. That's crazy. Well, turns out you could drive cars for quite a long time. Don't believe me? Well, listen to this guy who actually sells cars.
What cars are good cars? Check us out. It's a Toyota Camrys here at the auction.
Toyotas and Hondas, boys. We have I believe a Honda in the family that has over 350,000 miles on it. Still running good. It's a Civic. And we have plenty of Acuras and plenty of Hondas that have over 200,000 miles in the family. They're good, reliable cars. I know they're Japanese. People might not be into foreign cars so much, but my family likes Hondas and Toyotas.
It's got 348,000 miles. It's a 2019, so somebody drove the absolute crap out of this car, but they last a long time as long as you take care of them, go for many, many, many miles. It's not rare for me to find, especially Toyota Camrys at these auctions, 300,000 plus miles, and they still sound good. They're still running good. I dropped my notebook.
Excellent point. Just saying, don't believe me. I don't care. This guy goes, when I bought my first car, $400 a month was considered outrageous.
Yeah.
And that was in 2012. Now $400 a month is a steal. Think about that. That's like reverse psychology. You know what I mean? Like the big wigs are like, they go, yes, we'll make the average car payment $700 a month. That way, they think they'll be getting a deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Classic.
You know how many people are happy with under $500 car payments? Everyone. Because car payments now are 5+. My friend is paying, he bought a Mazda 3 brand new last year. His first brand new car. I was proud of him. He wanted a new car. You do you. And it was... And it was about, like 580-ish payments on his car? Pretty decent.
It's kind of funny to think about. They did a hell of a job doing that, though. This one's rich.
I'm going to sell my Tesla. I got this car in 2020 when I moved back to LA, and I was so scared of getting into a car accident. I was like, I just want a self-driving car. Once the technology is all good, I'm just going to...
She paid a lot of money for that Tesla, for the self-driving. The self-driving is like 15 grand. So for whatever Tesla she has, add 15 grand on top of that, you're looking at like 65 grand, 80 grand car.
I use it. I'm investing in my safety and my future, and I don't want to leave anything to human error, but...
Take a hit. You're gonna need it. This is gonna be some trippy shit right here.
No, I'm gonna die, mofos, because Elon Musk is freaking crazy and erratic, and I don't trust this piece of software. This is not a car. This is a piece of software. Like the wheels and crap, everything is fine. You can replace your wheels, but you're paying. Now my life is determined on every software update, whether there's some bug in it that someone didn't carefully check because Elon Musk is just in a rush and being stupid and erratic.
If your car...
To be fair, she thought she was being smart, saying, I just want a computer to drive me around town.
Yeah, right?
Classic. Anyways, this is Michael Bordenaro. This is where shit gets trippy, okay? Wow, wow, wow. Get ready for it.
Has any sort of internet-enabled feature like a navigation system or something like that, there's a chance that your car could be spying on you and reporting your personal driving habits to insurance companies, which can then use that to increase your insurance rates. How about that? And this is regardless if you...
Not just that. Electric cars all run on chips, all run on internet, all run on things. Even the government can get access to these things and just shut off your car because you didn't pay your taxes. They can, confiscate anything. Or with the self-driving cars nowadays, imagine they don't even need to tow your car anymore or repo your car. They can just hit a button, self-driving, the car leaves the lot, goes back to where it needs to go. You're shit out of a car.
You have an accident or anything, it doesn't matter because they're checking how fast are you accelerating, how often you drive over the speed limit. They check how fast you brake, or how hard you brake. Different things like that are being recorded and sent over to these car insurance companies, which how this is not 100% illegal, I have no idea, guys.
I thought it was great just having Siri and Alexa run around your house at night doing God knows what. Now you can't even trust your Ford Escape. Yeah.
It might escape.
Your Toyota Tacoma, you can't trust it anymore. Yeah. Because he's out here messing around with Siri's funky ass, collecting your information. And I don't like it. Anyways, that was some trippy stuff, man. I'm about to just drive really old school cars from now on, because that is like... Meanwhile, I have this in my pocket, and this is going on.
Yeah,
it's
right.
Classic. Can't escape it.
We're getting tracked everywhere.
Where's your mother?
The government's sitting there worried about banning TikTok right now. That's something that they could all get on board with and ban in 3 days. But
hey, when people are like, your dad
This one's great. Pay attention to this one.
probably bought that for you. And this doesn't just go for me. I mean, anytime I see a comment or anything on anybody else's post, your parents probably bought that for you, your dad probably bought that. Yeah. Hell yeah. And he'll do it again. And he'll do it again and again and again.
That was a little weird.
What kind of daddy are we talking about here? We're talking about sugar daddy or your real dad? God dang.
Where's your dad? Oh!
I put that in there because it's kind of like a metaphor. It's like some people just got it like that. True. And most of us do not. You go, how is that person driving that fancy car? They could probably afford it. Doesn't matter how they can afford it. They probably can. And the majority of us cannot afford it. Even if you're making 10 bands a month, 10 grand a month, $1,000 car payment a month is just stupid.
100%. Especially in California, 10 grand a month. You'll live an okay life.
No offense. Just saying how I feel. Anyways, just being honest. They go, well, you don't make $10,000 a month. You don't know that. Anyways, but this is funny. Look at this. First 84-month loan. Yeah, that's where we're at now. That's how people afford this. May as well get a 30-year mortgage on the bitch.
Wait, what? 48-year loan? What?
This guy says right here, he goes, dealerships don't want you to pay cash. They want to rob you with all the interest and fees. Absolutely. Yep. Of course they do. And most people don't even, no offense, it's actually kind of fucked up if you really think about it. Most people don't even have 20 grand to just buy a car outright. Do you have 20 grand to just buy a car outright?
Nope.
Probably not. And that's okay, because everyone's broke, and I love it. This one's great. This guy goes, is from another car payment video. He goes, isn't it ironic you're bashing people for doing bad money decisions, but then they can buy a super thank you and just give you money for nothing? Yeah, I know. Isn't that great? That's how the world works. Okay? He's talking about this, people just being able to give me money. Now, although I do love that comment, I do a live stream every Sunday night where I just let strangers pop on. Like this guy, I have no idea who he is, just came on. And you're more than welcome to come on and talk your shit with me. And just a way for me to plug the live.
I've done it myself.
But, I get some comments.
Yeah, I went on his show last year, and we had a great conversation about Passport Bros and just my type of content. Jack was very receptive, and he's somewhat red pill, somewhat does like the manosphere type content, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's in the niche itself.
It's like that. I'm like, dude, just pop on the live. It'll be a good discussion, because I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I just want to see where you're coming from. But for anybody who's confused on how this works, there's people out here, including myself, and we're just generous. We're just generous people.
Yeah.
I put all this in here because some guy who likes what I do here, and I skateboard, decided to send me all this stuff from Girl Skateboards and Chocolate. Thank you, Paul, from Instagram. I really appreciate it.
That's nice.
For free. Like that. Yeah, I know. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Thank you, Paul. Okay? You give and you shall receive. I know. But everybody wants...
I do believe that karma is real. Maybe sometimes you don't see it work the way you think it should work, but it's real. That's why I don't hurt people. I don't run over people as in trying to get ahead, stepping on people's necks. I don't really trash people. But sooner or later, it's going to come back to me. The more good things we do in life to the people around us, the more good will we receive. I truly believe that.
Wants to drive luxury and then they have no money to give. Therefore, you will not receive. I didn't make it up. And sometimes bad things just happen to good people.
True.
It's happened to me. I'm guilty. But anyways, I just thought that was funny. But that's how the world works, man. You provide something, and if somebody finds this valuable, I don't expect money from you guys. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
You just being here is enough. Consider
Same.
subscribing. Anyways, I thought this one was hilarious. This one was sent in on from Damien on Instagram. He goes, this is a meme. It goes, my annoying little cousin is bragging about how he sleeps in a race car bed. I go, whatever, you little idiot. I sleep in a real car. That was awesome. Anyways, hell of a talk, guys. Shout out to all my Patreon members. You guys leave your thoughts.
Shout outs to Jack. He's right. I don't think very many of us beg too much on YouTube. Me and him really don't. And we are very thankful for all of your guys' donations, your super chats, your memberships. I have 3 memberships, in mine, and I've only mentioned it maybe once or twice. So you guys support me because you guys want to support me, and I appreciate that. Love you guys. Please subscribe down below. I really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.